Nikola Jokic just did something that left everyone stunned. Imagine a player putting up 35 points, 22 rebounds, and 17 assists, a feat only one other player in NBA history has achieved, Wilt Chamberlain, over 50 years ago. But Jokic made it look easy. It wasn't just another game. It was a performance that made us ask, did we just witness the greatest game in NBA history? The game was against the Sacramento Kings, and if you weren't watching, you missed a masterclass. Jokic didn't just put up numbers, he commanded the floor like a maestro with his orchestra. And it was hard to wrap your head around what you were watching. He shot 12 for 19 from the field, an absurd stat considering he's the focal point of the Nuggets offense. Every possession, he was the center of attention, but every time he touched the ball, it felt as though something special was about to happen. But it wasn't just his scoring that stood out. Jokic hit 2 out of his 3 shots from deep, showing once again that he's not just a dominant big man in the paint, but a true force on the perimeter as well. But wait, there's more. 2 blocks, a steal, and a complete takeover of the game. Jokic wasn't just putting up points, he was dominating every single aspect of the game, making it look like a normal night at the office. And here's the crazy part. Jokic's performance was just another entry in an ongoing streak. This wasn't just a one-off, a fluke. This was part of something bigger. Nikola Jokic just logged his 5th straight triple-double. Yeah, you heard that right. 5 games in a row. And we're not talking about 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists here. We're talking about 35 points, 22 rebounds, and 17 assists. These kinds of numbers are ridiculous in their own right, but 5 games straight? That's something else entirely. And just to drive the point home, let's talk about the numbers for a second. This game marked Jokic's 20th triple-double of the season, the 20th. And we're not even at the All-Star break yet. In case you don't understand just how special that is, let me break it down. Most players in NBA history don't even get 20 triple-doubles in their entire careers. Think about that. Most players don't reach that milestone even once. And Jokic did it before the halfway mark of the season. What makes it even more jaw-dropping is that he wasn't just padding the stats. Every one of those assists, every one of those rebounds, he earned them. It wasn't just about racking up numbers. It was about controlling the game, running the offense, and making sure the Nuggets were always in the driver's seat. Jokic's ability to control a game is unlike anything we've ever seen. It's like he's operating on a different level than everyone else. His performance wasn't the result of some crazy highlight or insane burst of athleticism. No, this was calculated brilliance. This was about reading the game, understanding the flow, and executing at the highest level with a level of precision that most players can't even dream of. It wasn't just the flashy plays or the highlight reel dunks. This was about setting up teammates, drawing defenders, and making the right pass at the right time. His 17 assists weren't just some stat-padding numbers. They were part of the fabric of the game, orchestrating the Nuggets' offense with the kind of vision and accuracy that only the very best possess. He wasn't just passing for the sake of it. He was making his teammates better, getting them easy buckets, and making sure that every possession ended in a good shot. And let's talk about his rebounding. 22 rebounds. That's what Jokic hauled in that night. And those rebounds weren't just a byproduct of a lucky bounce or two. Jokic is a man who knows how to battle for every single board, positioning himself perfectly and boxing out with precision. He wasn't just standing under the rim, waiting for the ball to come to him. No, Jokic was actively involved in every single possession, ensuring he controlled the glass. It wasn't just the sheer number of rebounds that stood out, it was the quality of them. He was securing both offensive and defensive rebounds, and it felt like he was grabbing every loose ball on the floor. His awareness of where the ball would land, his ability to get in the right place at the right time, these are the hallmarks of a player with a basketball IQ that's off the charts. Jokic's performance wasn't just a personal achievement, it was a game-changer for his team. The Denver Nuggets have been on an absolute tear lately, winning 11 out of their last 12 games. And a huge part of that success is Jokic's ability to elevate his team. His numbers aren't just impressive, they're a reflection of the way he makes his teammates better. He's averaging 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists during this stretch, and he's doing it with absurd efficiency. He's shooting 55% from the field, 46% from three, and 85% from the free throw line. That's a true shooting percentage of over 65%. For anyone carrying such a massive offensive load, that's unheard of. It's the kind of efficiency that makes you wonder if Jokic is some kind of basketball robot. But no, this is just who he is now. This is the level he plays at every single game. So here we are at the heart of the debate, MVP. Nikola Jokic is having an all-time great season, yet he's still trailing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, in MVP odds. This is crazy. No disrespect to SGA, he's having an incredible season too. But Jokic is operating on a different level. When you look at Jokic's stats, his scoring, his passing, his rebounding, and his efficiency, there's no player in the league right now who has a bigger impact on his team's success. And yet, despite all of that, Jokic still faces the possibility of being overlooked, simply because of voter fatigue. That's what cost him the MVP last season when Joel Embiid took home the award. If people weren't taking Jokic's greatness for granted, he could easily be looking at 5 straight MVPs. But for some reason, the more Jokic dominates, the more we start to expect it. And that's a shame, because what he's doing this season is truly once-in-a-generation stuff. Let's break it down. Jokic and SGA are both having outstanding seasons, but their styles of play couldn't be more different. Jokic is putting up 30.1 points per game, shooting an insane 64.9% true shooting percentage. SGA, on the other hand, is averaging 32 points per game with a 63.6% true shooting percentage. Both are incredibly efficient. But Jokic is doing it while handling a much larger load. He's orchestrating the offense, running the floor and setting up plays, all while taking fewer shots than SGA. And then there's the rebounding. Jokic is averaging 13.2 rebounds per game, dominating the glass in ways that few centers in NBA history ever have. SGA, meanwhile, is averaging 5.4 rebounds per game, which is impressive for a guard, but it doesn't compare to Jokic's dominance on the boards. What Jokic is doing this season is rewriting the rulebook on what it means to be a dominant player in the NBA. He's not just scoring, he's creating, he's controlling the game in a way no other player has. And in doing so, he's putting together one of the greatest individual seasons the league has ever seen. So, as we sit here debating MVPs and talking about historical seasons, one thing is clear. Nikola Jokic is on another level. His numbers, his efficiency, his ability to control every aspect of the game. He's the real MVP. If you agree, make sure to hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of NBA greatness.